Welcome back to the trail with Mushy the Cowboy Cook. Today we're going to do a special cobbler that I've done several times, and this is a 2-scoop ice cream cobbler per serving, that is. Let's get into the video. Alright, it's a cherry brownie cobbler. Cherry pie filling with a brownie mix. I'm just using a box mix, mixed up like I'm going to bake it into a brownie, and that's going to go on top. So in this 12-inch Dutch oven, or if you're doing it inside a 9 by 13 casserole dish, I'm using an aluminum liner that I've shown you in the past. I sprayed it. I've got my Dutch oven lid preheating. You just want to take this pie mix and spread it around. I've already got 2 cans. I just put the third in. And so now just mix up the brownie. This particular box calls for 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and 3 tablespoons of water. So I've got the eggs beaten up with the water. I'm just going to mix the oil in a little bit. Then just pour that in to the dry mix. And give it a good stir. Now, when I was in Scouts, went in at age 11, went all the way through, became an Eagle, got my God and Country, Vigil Honor of the Order of the Arrow, went on a 5-day, 50-mile backpacking trip, went to a couple of national jamborees, and in my opinion, I had the best scoutmaster and 2 assistants any scout could ever have. Our scoutmaster, Mr. Kelly, assistant, Mr. Rudolph, and another assistant, Mr. Arsno. They all worked well together, and we always had a great time. But now, one thing they would do on Saturday nights is make us a cobbler, especially cold out. That gave you something warm in your belly to go to bed with and have a good night warm sleep. I'm going to put a little more water in this. I don't think it's moist enough. But I always enjoyed going camping. Like I said, 3 fine men taking us out, camping on different adventures, going to summer camp for a week at a time. Always had a good time. So hopefully, if you were in Scouts, whether it's Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, or some kind of youth group, played soccer, football, anything like that, and you had some good leaders, coaches that not only taught you a lot as far as skills or the sport, if you're playing a sport, or in band or whatever, but they also taught you the meaning of being a good man or a good woman and growing up to be a good adult. And sometimes that's hard to come by. Especially adults, you know, taking the time out. It's a busy world out there, and you really got to appreciate those adults that want to give back to the kids and turn them into good adults. In fact, I always think back lots of times to the different camping trips we went on and activities we did. Good times, good times, good times. Alright. So that's mixed up. Now what I'm going to do is just pour this over the pie filling. Just pour it evenly over everything. Now some cobblers, you can do it many ways. You can put the pie filling in and then put the cake mix just on top dry. And then put pats of butter over the top and bake it that way. You can take the cake mix it up just like what the instructions call for, and bake that on top. And that's basically what I'm doing, except I'm using a brownie. Alright. Now this box calls for it to cook 350 degrees, 20 to 25 minutes in a 9x13. This may probably take a little bit longer. For one, I've got the cherry pie filling to heat up, and then obviously bake the brownie. So we'll come back in a little bit and check on it while it's cooking, and then taste it once it's done. Alright, she's done. Like I said, the box says about 25 minutes. After about 35 minutes or so, I checked it. The outside was getting done, the inside still a little gooey. Now, where the cherries and the brownie come together, that still can be a little gooey as far as the brownie mix, but it still will be cooked because it's gotten hot through and through. But what I did, I took, wow, that's heavy. I took the bottom heat off, and I just shoveled up the coals and put them on top and cooked it for another 10-15 minutes. So about 50 minutes or so. And like I said at the beginning, it was going to take a little longer because I had to get the cherries hot as well as cooking the brownie, and try and cook. You were really cooking the brownie from the top down. Oh, look at that brownie on top. Mmm. And then as it cooks, that cherry mixes in with the brownie mix a little bit, but you can get some of this cherry goodness. As you can see, let me come around there and show you. It's worth the trip to bring it around and do a real good close-up. Try and catch it. Yeah. Like I said before, I need 2 scoops of ice cream on this. Chocolatey, gooey. You can also do variations of it. Use some nuts, whatever you like on chocolate chips, caramel chips, peanut butter chips. But however you do it, it'll eat. Wow. It's hot. But it's worth it. It's worth it tasting it for you. But try it at home. Do it in your oven. Do it out back. Like I said before, I really want you to get out back and try some of these recipes, and then take those basic recipes and make changes on it, and put the flavors in that you like. Another good one would be apple pie filling, and then take a spice cake and cook it like the cake, you know, calls for to actually bake the cake on top of it. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this. Good. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video of the cherry brownie cobbler. Easy to make, very good. Definitely give it a try. Another big shout out to my Scoutmaster, Mr. Kelly, my assistant Scoutmaster, Mr. Rudolph, my other assistant Scoutmaster, Mr. Arsno. When I was in Boy Scouts growing up, like I said, they taught me a lot. In my opinion, they made me the man that I am, or did a big part of it, along with my dad and other men around. Hats off to them. Definitely made me a much better scouter in the long run. So this is in honor of them. And if you like videos like this and you want to financially support the channel, if you buy anything from Amazon, please go through my link down in the description. It will help me out a whole lot, help the channel out financially without taking any money out of your pocket. If you like videos like this, please subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with a friend. Like it. Ring the bell. And Mushy the Cowboy Cook will see you down the trail.